Hi and welcome to this episode. If you're new here, my name is Gustav and this is my Volkswagen Passat. I've owned the car for almost 10 years now and it's been off the road for almost 5 years, so it needs some work. You joined me here back in the 1st of August 2023, and as I'm editing this video I find that it needs a rather storytelling approach, because it spans over such a long time period, from August till February 24. So just kick back and try to enjoy my frustration over this car. If you've seen the previous episode about this car, you could hear me complaining about the rather shaking engine, indicating that something's wrong, so I'll start off there. So the first thing I did was hook up VCDS and read out the fault codes, and that showed that one of the injectors were out of range and also a misfire on the same cylinder. I start by removing all the bolts holding the rocker cover, then I remove the crankcase ventilation and lastly the cover for the timing belt. As you can see, there's quite some time since this rocker cover was off the car, so I thought I'd start off by a proper clean, which I have to do a few times throughout this episode. Having read that bad connection in these connectors could cause those kind of problems and fault codes, I started off by cleaning them and yeah, it seems like the easiest first step. As it turned out, it wasn't the connectors. So it's time to swap out the first injector.
Oily hallelujah. Oily hallelujah. Tiny bolt down there.
This is probably not the method described by Volkswagen on how to remove an injector, but it works.
This is the injector that I just took out of the car, and this is one that's from the previous engine, or the spare engine. I think I do remember that you should align, so this edge and this should be parallel, like not like that, but as parallel as you.
I should mention that all the bolts holding down both the injectors and also the rocker arm, or what it's called, are stretch bolt, one-time use only, so don't do what I do.
Shall we try? Shall we try then? Try. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was a dripping nozzle. Let's try again. So that one's out again. New nozzle in. Hadn't connected this. Getting tired of this process now.
After swapping out multiple injectors and that not solving the problem, I thought I'd try something else. I have a second injection loom laying around from my spare engine that I know is working, so I thought I'd give that a go.
I was told it was made to do this, so that is impressive.
Do you think that fixed the problem? No.
So, it's another day. I gave up yesterday because I was just so tired of changing nozzles and nothing seems to be improving. So today I went ahead and I bought the reseals, or a kit to reseal the injectors. I'll try the original one that was in there in the first place because it ran much better with that one, and I will swap places between two of them and see if hopefully it just fixes it, but if the problem moves to cylinder number 3, I know it's the injector, so yeah. I have to say I'm a bit tired of this now. Yeah, I know it's on my part, but I've rounded so many of these as well, so yeah, let's see if it starts though.
I'm talking about these bolts.
So it's quite some time later. The last thing I did was I took out all 4 injectors and bought the rebuild set, or what it's called, with new O-rings and washers. Did that to all 4 of them, and I also swapped places with number 4, the one causing an error code, with number 3 to see if the problem moved, and it did, meaning that that injector is bad, and also all the other injectors I have laying around is bad. So I went ahead and I bought a second-hand one that should be working. I bought a new repair kit for that as well. But when I swapped out number 3, the threads came out with it, so I tried to do something sketchy. But that didn't work, so I need to do something about those threads. So let's try. Okay, oh, it's coming. Yes. Okay, this is the set I bought from Biltema, containing one drill bit, one tap to do some threads, and these inserts. Past the point of rescue by now. Might be able to tell it's taking in the water somewhere. Okay, new attempt. So it's a bit better now. It's the next day and the snow is gone. I bought first one injector. That didn't seem to do the trick. So I bought the remaining 3 from the same guy. So this is my used injector going in.
And it turned out I was scammed, because none of the 4 used injectors I bought were working, even though they had the same part number and everything.
So you might be asking, what should be different this time? And the answer to that question is hopefully this box. So I went ahead and I bought new hardware.
So in total I spent as much on 4 used injectors as 1 refurbished one.
Remanufactured.
So I'll never buy used injectors again, I think. So hopefully one last time to do this properly, torque everything to spec, do it as the manual says, and fingers crossed. I even got so eager to start the car that I forgot to turn off time-lapse. So the first start with the new injector is on time-lapse.
It was still on time-lapse, but man, that feels good. It's still vibrating a bit. That I do believe is the engine mounts. But now, oh, that is good, that is good. So I'm not sure where to go from now, but I'm just so relieved that the car actually works now. The engine is good, and yeah, as far as I can tell, it's all good. So I need an oil change, major service, maybe a timing belt. I have changed it, but that's probably 5 years ago because it's been standing for so long. Need to go over the brakes. It's pretty good brakes, but they have been standing so long, so I don't know the condition of them. And also I have an ABS fault on this side. The ABS ring is snapped off, so it doesn't register. Yeah. Winter tires, and then an MOT so I can see what's wrong.